We've addressed what to do if you get an avalanche of clients coming back after you're allowed to go back to work. But we haven't talked about is what happens if you're not getting your clients coming back because they're scared when you're allowed to go back to work. We're going to get into this right now on the Biz Talk.
Court issues.
Court issues.
Yeah.
Those sound like some real issues, Trace.
It's real.
Okay. We're going to jump right into this today. We're not going to do any, antics, no pre-topic, just silliness, maybe a little bit. We'll see how it goes.
Isn't that what you're doing now?
Yeah, it is actually. He's like kind
you
of
can't
undercover.
help yourself.
Undercover. No, I can't. This is a very interesting topic. This came from our community. Someone is very concerned that once they're allowed to return back to work, they're not going to have the issue of like all their clients rebooking.
Right.
They're going to have the issue of my clients are scared and they're not coming back. How do I handle that? What do I do?
Right.
And I think it's a very good question. And this gets my brain going, and I have so much to say about this particular topic. Shocker.
You have so much to say.
Always. Day in, day out. Yes. Even talking over you.
Do you talk in your sleep? I'm just curious.
You know what? I do. Yes.
Poor Mavette.
I know. Poor all my family, all my kids, dogs. It depends on who's sleeping with me on any particular night. You kidding me? Poor all of them. So what do you think, Trace? Like, there's a lot of nail technicians right now that are in a state of uncertainty. It's scary.
Yeah. And
they're believing, not even if you believe it, but just to prepare, like what happens if, that's not a completely bad place to go. If your clients are scared, if you're in an area where people are going to be a little bit shy, like fearful of making the move, of getting their nails done immediately, what can the techs do right now?
I understand the fear.
Yeah.
I do. And I truly believe that you're going to be okay. And I can give an example of why I think that in a few. But no matter what, I would be scared too. I mean, it's just...
Of course.
You should be marketing yourself right now. Like putting stuff out there on Instagram, Facebook. You may have a full clientele and you may not need it. But you never know when you're going to need it.
Yeah.
Like move, something happens, you lose some clients. It should be something you're doing anyway. Now, especially, you have the time.
This goes back to what we always talk about. Like, this is something I am trying to tell, people that come to OWC.
Yeah.
Actually, any business person that I come in contact with, you should never, ever, 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 ever stop marketing your business. When you're slow, when you're busy, when you're in between, when, during this whole quarantine, it doesn't matter. As a business owner, you should never stop marketing yourself. So just as an example, okay, so like what Tracy said, I completely agree with. But to give you an example, like I'm not just telling you this because I think you should do it. I'm telling you this as giving you an example of what we're doing right now. Even during this time, it's been extremely challenging for our company, period, for any company, right? But producing content on a regular basis and at the volume that we've been doing pre-COVID, pre-quarantine, we have not stopped producing content.
Nope.
Our schedule is completely out of whack. Usually we shoot on Mondays and usually but that's all completely thrown out of whack. But we still haven't stopped. We found a way to keep it going. Why? Because it's important to me as a business owner that we keep the messaging, the communication going, because I don't know what's going to happen. The one thing I'm 100% certain of is I have no idea what's going to happen, and that change is inevitable in business.
I mean, who thought this would ever
Never.
take place? I would never in a million years.
Never in a million years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And even what we've been experiencing the last month, like, I mean, we've been on a roller coaster, much like everybody else. You know, it's no different. Everybody's been on this roller coaster, and so many unexpected things have happened in our business. There's a list so long, I can't even tell you. But the one thing I have control over, the only thing I have no control over what goes on outside of the business. I have control over what we do here. And that is marketing equals social media content creation at scale for us, which for us at scale is producing 60, 70 pieces of content a day across all platforms. I'm not saying you have to do that, but you need to keep that going. So if you haven't been doing that, it's fine, okay? But you should no better time to start than now. One of the big complaints that we always get, Tracy, is like, I don't have time.
Yeah.
You have time right now.
There's time.
Correct?
Yes. And you can always make time, because this is very important. Like marketing in any business, it's just part of business, and it's just changed where we used to market via phone book, via radio, via whatever. Now it's more on you, but fortunately it's free. So
Correct. It's
just part of business.
It's just part of business. So let's run through like an example. Okay. What is it exactly that Tracy and I are talking about? What exactly can you do? Like, I want to give you something you can walk away from this video and start doing right now. Okay. If you haven't already been doing it, if you've been posting on Instagram, awesome. But there's a further step in building clientele. Okay. If you're worried that the clientele is not going to come back, to continue building the clientele, again, this is something you should always be doing in your marketing game for your business. You should never stop this. But let's talk about specifically what you can do. The one thing one method I really love, Trace, is the location marketing. Okay.
Yes. It's really important.
Really important. And this is just on Instagram. But this is specifically what you do is you search your area. You go in the search bar on Instagram and you basically type in your city, and then it's going to give you a flood of posts of everybody posting, tagging your city. And what you do is you go on every single one of those posts and you comment something about their nails. And what they're going to do is they're going to look at the comment and go, why is this person commenting on my nails? They're going to click on it. They're going to see that you're a nail salon or a nail technician, and now you give yourself exposure, and you do that every single day that you're in quarantine. And when you come out of quarantine, you continue doing it every single day. And since you're in quarantine, I'd be spending hours doing this, if I was a nail professional. And you'll get a rhythm.
But Habib, it's embarrassing. People are going to think I'm weird for commenting on their posts.
They totally will. And
I don't even think people really, I mean,
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
That is
some
something.
Will.
Yeah, some will. You're right though. People will feel like that. And what I have to say is, okay, would you rather feel weird or not have business?
Yeah.
And I know that sounds extreme, but I'm only telling you how I think about things. Like, this is the exercise I go through. This is how I push myself to do things that are so uncomfortable and so out of my comfort zone. I go, do I want my business to really feel the effects? Do I want revenue to go down? Do I want to be in debt? Or do I want to get in front of the camera and start shooting? I want to get in front of the camera and start shooting. It pushes me to start doing things, and then I get comfortable. You get used to it. So the location marketing it's such an insane good tool that you can use right now and build your clientele. I'm so passionate about this because it works, and it'll build exposure in your local market. That's the thing. Like, You'll actually build exposure. And where's everybody right now? You think nobody's anywhere. They're at home.
Yeah.
They're right here.
They're right there. Can you give an example of like something you would comment?
Yes. Okay. So I love this. So let's say we go through, we type in Anaheim. You know what I'm saying? And so in the locations, in the search bar in Instagram, you type in Anaheim, and then it's like, it's going to give you top posts, and it's going to give you just, I think in chronological order, like by time when they post. I would first go into top posts, and I'm looking for an opportunity to comment. So mostly I'm going to look, I want people. So if it's scenery, that's not going to work for me. I want people in the photos. And then, so for example, if there's like, let's say there's like a girl, she's posing with 3 of her friends, but you can't really see her nails. I would like the picture, and then I would comment on it. You guys are adorable. You'd be more adorable if I could see your nails. And the person
You're like, what?
What? That's what you want.
Yeah.
You want that shock factor. You want them to click on your comment, your user handle in the comments. You want them to click on it and go to your page and go, oh, she's a nail professional. She's a nail tech.
Or like maybe outfit, like, hey, I have the perfect color to go with that outfit.
Yes.
Something like that.
Yes,
right?
exactly. Beautiful coral, whatever hat.
He couldn't go blue, red. He's all coral with a light tinge of.
Yeah, well, we're getting into summer, right? Spring, summer. Coral is going to be hot,
Your colors.
And I love color, by the way. And coral I love coral because it's like that orangey kind of red.
Look at you.
Look at me. I don't know what that was.
Yeah, I don't need.
But, comment on it and go like, there's a hot shade for you right now at my salon to match that hat, blouse, whatever, shorts, whatever it is, skirt. You talk about nails in context with the picture, or you can even be funny. You know what I mean? Like such an amazing picture would be so much more amazing with acrylic stiletto, vampire, sharp nail, wicked nails,
Because they're going to click on you. It'd be like, what is this person talking about? They will click.
Of course. I read almost like 90% of the comments that are, on my personal Instagram, right? I read all the comments and then I try to comment back on almost everything. If I saw something like that, I'd be like, who is this? And I would click on it and then they would have my full attention. I would not forget them. That's what you got to do right now.
And if they like your content, if they're like, oh, these are really, even if they're going to someone else at the time,
right?
They probably will follow you. And let's say something happens to their nail tech or they're looking for a new nail tech. They're going to be like, I follow this person and they come up on my feed all the time. I'm going to try them.
Exactly. That's what you need to do right now. That's what you need to do every single day. But especially right now, like if you've been holding back on creating content, start doing the location marketing. But the thing is that if you do the location marketing, as I'm telling you, it's going to drive people to your profile page where if you don't have any content there, if you don't have nail looks, people are going to be like, oh, okay, I don't really understand.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's weird. Why are they commenting about nails? It needs to all go together. So you need to have nail pics and then that they know. And then on your description, professional nail technician for 3 years, 5 years, located in Anaheim, California, with all your contact info there where they can just be like, DM, hey, I'm interested.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do. That's how you keep that constant demand, going for nails.
Yeah. And again, earlier I was saying, I feel very confident that clients are coming back and there's a reason. Recently we had one of our mentors who got some misinformation.
Yes.
And she thought she was going back into salon. This was like a Thursday and she called me and she said, Tracey, I'm going back to salon. I'm like, I don't know. And she's like, no, I'm at the supply place. I'm getting my barbicide. I'm doing all this stuff. I'm like, oh, that's great. Talked to her a couple hours later and she's like, I spent 6 hours contacting clients. I booked myself out 3 weeks.
Wow.
3 weeks already. And she goes, and I found out the information was wrong. So she had to undo everything. But in 6 hours, she was booked out 3 weeks.
So that's good news.
It's good. It's positive.
Yeah, it's positive in that people are willing to go and get their nails done. I'll tell you right now, like, I'm willing. I can't handle it, man.
To let me cut your hair?
You know what? I'm getting to the point. We might get there. You got clippers?
We will video this. Yes, I do.
Do you really?
Yes.
Okay, this might be an episode that we're gonna have to do because I'm at a point where I can't handle it anymore. So we'll see, and I'll bring Theo too. You cut Theo's hair?
Yes, I'll do good on his stuff.
Let us know in the comments below exactly how you're handling the situation. Like if you're feeling the same, if you're marketing and on social media, what are you doing to keep your clients involved and even bringing in new customers? We'd love to hear about it. Tracey, Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for joining us, and we will see you next time on Biz Talk.